Hello everyone, Lance's Mechanist here, bringing you another World of Warships Legends video. Today is update day, and it is the last update of 2024. That brings a whole lot of new stuff. Let's see, new campaign with the legendary British Cruiser Defense, Cyberpunk event with Commander Guises, the Advent Calendar, Arctic Legends event, featuring famous World War II ships, the Shipbuilding Collection, new Brawl and Rank Seasons, and more. Check the patch notes to claim your free bonus, which, of course, there's a code in the patch notes that gets you some free stuff already out of the gate. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and start with the changes. Obviously, you can hear the music is different. We've got a calendar. It's a 4-week calendar. First week is, let's see. Well, you get Cyber Sense. That's the new currency for the event. 2 crates, an insignia. Looks like a Spectral Vault 2.0, and then a Legends 2125. It's a flag. Okay. And if you complete all the dates of the calendar, you get a Guy's Ultima Starlight, which, well...
Give me intelligence data! I've got moves to make!
Okay. Yeah. Well, complete the calendar to get some free goodies. The Commander Guys, Commander Guys, take it or leave it. I'm probably just going to leave it off. Like, I'm going to shove it in the very back, deepest, darkest sections of my ship Commander Guy's inventory, and then try to forget that I have it. But the free stuff is always good. Let's see. Campaign is started. Best form of offense is a great defense. Play on the old turn of phrase. Let's see, 100 milestones with the defense as the final prize. Let's take a look at her right now. Obviously, she is very Nelson-esque. Like, it's a concept cruiser. She's a concept cruiser that was built to match. I think it was like the Graf Spee and German heavy cruisers at the time. She's an all-forward gun armament, so Nelson, Collingwood, like that, but in cruiser format. As you can see, 2x2 configuration. Secondaries and midships with AA. And a lot of AA on the back. She's got a very flat stern. That's probably going to be a severe weak spot, given Cheshire and other British cruisers that have this same flat spot on the stern of the ship. Ooh, that is dark. Okay, so we're getting also our first look at the port here, the 2125 port. Very flashy. 4 upgrade slots. You can do aiming systems mod 1, secondary battery, AA guns or main battery for the first slot. Second slot is steering gears or damage control. No engine boost, so you're not going to be throttle jockeying with this thing. Let's see. Level 3 is steering gears 3, concealment and target acquisition. And 4 is secondary battery mod 3, AA mod 3, gunfire control mod 2, torpedo launcher mod 3, and main battery mod 3. Okay, so really no unique upgrades like plotting room or secondary battery 3 or 2 or whatever. All right, so loadout. High explosive shells. These are British HE shells. Reload time of 18 seconds. Max HE damage is 6100 with a 41% chance to set fire at a range of 16 kilometers. Armor piercing shells reload time of 18 seconds. Okay. Max damage is 10,500 and a range of 16 kilometers. Torpedoes, you've got some torpedo launchers. They're below water, I think, so they're underwater torpedo launchers, not deck mounted. 90-second reload time, max damage 21,067, range of 10 kilometers, speed of 67 knots. You have, of course, the damage control. You've got 2 repair parties. Apparently, these are British heals. Probably super heals, judging by the number. HP per second, 1,211. Last 20 seconds. Reload time is 80 seconds. Number is 2. Of course, if you've got a fully packed or uh, master mechanic, I think is the skill. You get this up to 3, maybe 4, 5 heals possibly. Let's see, sonar. She comes with a sonar. Torpedo acquisition is boosted to 3.5 kilometers. Ship acquisition is 5 kilometers. Lasts 100 seconds. Reload is 180 seconds. So a minute and 40 seconds duration and 2 minutes and 40 seconds cooldown. Number is 2, and then of course you've got the British smoke, the classic quick fire smoke. It just shoots out a big smoke cloud for a short duration, just enough to make you vanish and maybe get some shots off in the smoke, and then you're able to scoot away. Consumable duration 20 seconds, dispersion time 40 seconds, reload time 70 seconds. Number is 5. See survivability. HP default is 60k 600. Armor ranging from 16 to 305 millimeters with a torpedo damage reduction of 21%. Artillery, 3 twin mount 357 millimeters. Those are battleship caliber guns. I believe they're 14-inch guns. So 14-inch battleship guns on a cruiser frame. Firing range 16 kilometers. Reload is 18 seconds. Turn time from 180 from one side of the ship to the other is 36 seconds. We already went through the HE and AP damage, 6,100 and 10,500. Crazy fire setting chance of 41%. Secondaries, you've got 8 twin mount, 134 millimeters. Let's see, 5-inch guns flat is 127. So these are like 5.5, 5.6 ish, maybe, or 5.4-inch guns. These have a range of 5 kilometers, so not secondary builds. So secondary builds probably wouldn't be the best way, especially given you've only got eight guns on each side, basically. Yeah. These have a max HE damage of 1,900 a second, 1,900 per hit. Reload time of 6.7 seconds, and a fire setting chance of 8%. Torpedoes. Okay, I was wrong. 2 quad launchers. Reload time is 90 seconds. These are 22 millimeter torpedoes. These are big torpedoes. PR Mark 4s. Turn time is 15 seconds. Damage is 21,067. Detectability is 1.7 kilometers out. Range is 10 kilometers. Speed is 67 knots. Where are they? They're not. No, they're not on deck. So yeah, they've got to be below decks. It's just like on the broadsides or something. Like with resistance and repulse. Yeah, I think that's what it's like. All right, so AA defense 77. It's decent, but not too impressive. You got six twin mount 40 millimeter Bofors Mark IVs. These deal 136 damage per second at a range of 3.5 kilometers. 40. You got eight six mounts of heptamounts or hexamounts. Yeah, eight hex mount 40 millimeter Bofors Mark sixes. These deal 234 damage a second at 3.5 kilometer range, and of course their secondaries get on the act. You get 8.8 twin mount 134 millimeter 50 caliber quick firing Mark ones at doing 65 damage per second at a range of 4.5 kilometers. So mid range air defense, not exactly point blank, but also not super long range. Max speed is 33 knots. Turning circle radius is 770 meters. Rudder shift is 12.7 seconds. Concealment default is 12.6. Gun firing penalty is 16 kilometers flat. On fire is 14.6. Air detectability is 7.5. Main guns increases to 14.7. Fire spotting is 10.5 kilometers aerial. As always, guaranteed detectability is 2 kilometers, and your smoke firing penalty is 11 kilometers. So if you're in smoke and you shoot, anything that is in 11 kilometers of you is going to be able to spot you for their team and for themselves. All right, no statistics. Let's take a look at the armor. Okay, so go ahead and take everything off. Let's see. The bottom, the keel is 40 millimeters. 4 in deck plating is 25 millimeters. Athwart ship bulkhead is 30 millimeters. Deck plating is or 4 in plating, hull plating is 25 millimeters. Another athwart ship. Okay, so it's kind of got a turtle back a bit. It's got a bit of a turtle back. The outer bulkheads, 51 to 203 millimeters. Let's see, the main bulkhead, 51 to 203. Aft end of the ship, the keel, 40. Aft end deck is 25. Aft end plating is 25. Now, 25 millimeter plating, if I remember correctly, if you angle correctly, you can bounce a lot of shells. The only things I think you wouldn't be able to bounce would be like Yamato shells or something. I'm no expert on angling or anything like that, so please do not quote me on that. But again, looking at the profile of the ship, the armor is very flat. It's not much angled, so it's more you're gonna have to be the best judge of how to angle your ship. Your armor is not angled, so it is not going to naturally just deflect any kind of shells. If it's going through the bow, you got a chance to hit something, or you got a chance to deflect because of that knife edge bow. But broadside or from the rear, you might as well just kiss your stern goodbye. Let's see. Continuing on, the bulkhead is 30 millimeters. 51 to 178. Smaller bulkhead in the stern, 51 to 178. All right. Let's see. There's the torpedo protection, solid 30 millimeters. It runs from the first turret to just under the smokestack. So it protects the magazines of the ship plus the engine rooms, it looks like, or the boiler rooms. Because this rear section right here would be the engine room that goes into the shafts to turn the screws. Superstructure, quite a bit of superstructure for a British cruiser. Conning tower top is 127. Topside plating for the barbettes and the standard structure is 16 to 38. 16 being the main structure and 38 being the barbette roofs. Conning tower side, that's that little red block there. 203 to 229. Side plating is 16 to 19. Overall plating is 16 millimeters and 16 millimeters. All right. Okay, so casemate armor. As you can see by looking at this, there is a slight turtleback. It's a small turtleback though. It's not as pronounced or deep like say the German turtleback scheme. Let's take a look at let's go ahead and take a look. Let's cheat a little bit. Take a look at the Citadel and oh my goodness. This thing has got a Citadel shaped like a loaf of bread in there, and it literally runs, well, over half the length of the ship. Let's see. Yeah, that is an above water Citadel, and the and the turtleback does not even protect the side. So yeah, if you catch this thing broadside, you can absolutely delete it from the face. You can absolutely send it to the Shadow Realm. Let's see. Okay, casemate, armored deck slope. That's probably the interior. Is 127. Yeah, you can see it kind of illuminated there. Bulkhead is 30. Deck is 102. Excuse me. Rear bulkhead is 30, and the inner deck is 20 to 40, and the armor belt is 30. All right. Let's see. Okay, armored deck slope is 127. Citadel bottom, the keel is 40. Citadel torpedo bulkhead is 45. You add in the torpedo protection, 40 plus 35, or 45 plus 30 is 75 armor thickness entirely. So, yeah, you factor in all that armor and you get something more along this color. You go from this and this to that, or somewhere around there. All right. Let's see, deck 102, bulkhead 51 to 178, 51 to 204 for the forward one. Armored belt is 178 to 229. Yeah. And then finally the armament. Top plating, the roof of the turret. Now the turrets are very boxy, so I don't know what the health of the turrets would be, but it probably is not going to be beyond the realm of possibility to destroy the guns on this ship. Top plating for the roof is 127. Rear plate is 102. Side plating ranges from 102 to 178. Bottom plate, the floor is 89. Frontal plate is 305. Okay, so yeah, if you want to destroy the guns of this thing, if the guns are broadside to you, there's a chance to destroy them. Or if the player is looking elsewhere and shoots, and you have a shot at the rear of the turret, you have a chance of taking them out. Let's see, barbette hatch is 89. Barbette armor is 210. That's the red section, of course, oh, excuse me again. I just got off work after working overnight. So, yeah. I really need to be knocking off and going to sleep soon. But I wanted to get this video out of the way. Overview. Let's see. Greater heal. Yep, she's got the British super heal. Sequential. Torpedoes can be launched one by one. But, of course, I guess they're underwater torpedo launchers. So, yeah. Big and flammable. Fire set on the ship lasts longer due to her large size and high caliber guns. A hypothetical development of big cruiser designs created by the British shipbuilders in the late 1930s, with the main battery gun caliber increased to 14 inches. Yep, I was right. 356 millimeters. The ship was conceived in response to the strengthening of the Japanese Navy. Okay, wrong, wrong Axis power. I was thinking more Germany, but nope, it's Japan. Her main purpose was to counter enemy heavy cruisers. So ships like the Aoba, the Takao, um, maybe, maybe going after battle cruisers like the, like hell, like the Kirishima, something along those lines. That's possible. That is what the ship was designed to counter. Your design is 1940. Of course, none were ever built. So she's a paper ship. All right. Let's see. Next up, let's see. Missions. Anything in the missions? Still got the Black Friday stuff in here. Store. Okay, so we've got a New Year's present. This is available in the store right now, and it is free. You get, oh, damn, you get a lot. You get a Spectral Vault Mark 1, Spectral Vault 3, Winter Big Crate, 5 of those. You get a Happy Shipmas mission with 5 tasks. You get 10 rewards for completing all tasks. 500 Cyber Cents, the event of this, the currency of this event. 15 promotion orders, 2 ensigns, and 3, you get the Santa Claus in blue, Santa in red, and Techno Shield. You get 12 of each, so you could put a 1 permanent camo on any ship of your choosing. Interesting. But let's go ahead and claim it. All right. And let's see. Okay, so what's new? We've got the Vendetta Rossi. It's the guise of the Italian legendary battleship Arloria. Big guns, surgical shells, sap shells. Let's take a look at her real quick. 4 upgrade slots. Does about the same as standard stuff. Secondary battery, AA, and main battery. She, a very pronounced, very long bow, very sleek. I kind of like the looks of this ship, I'm not going to lie. Loadout, SAP shells instead of HE, and of course armor-piercing shells. You've got damage control party consumable, 3 repair parties, and 4 catapult fighters. These can be swapped for spotter planes or secondary booster. Survivability HP is 79,200. Armor 19 to 457 millimeter with a 39% torpedo damage reduction. Artillery 4 twin mount 457 millimeter cannons. Those are big guns. Let's see. The defense had 14-inch guns. These are more like, I want to say maybe 16-inch guns or somewhere thereabouts. Maybe. Let's see. Range is 17.5 kilometers. Reload time is 28 seconds. Turn time is 30 seconds. Max AP damage is 14,900. SAP damage is 16,600. Okay, so SAP is going to be the way to go with this ship, most likely. If you're looking for, I guess for like lower armor targets, like the defense or like light cruisers or destroyers. Let's see. Secondaries, you got 8 twin mount 135 millimeter guns ranging 5 kilometers. Reload time at 10.7 seconds. SAP damage is 3,050. AA defense is moderate. 20 hex mounted 20 millimeter 70 caliber Beretta 1941 machine guns. These are point blank defenses at 2 kilometers with a damage of 124 per second. Let's see. Next is the 10 twin mount 37 millimeter 54 caliber Beretta 1938s. Uh, Damage 116 per second and a firing range of 3.5 kilometers. That's intermediate. That's their intermediate range. Joined with the 37 millimeter 54 caliber Beretta 1939s, you get 6 quad mounts, dealing 115 damage at range of 3.5, and then you've got your 8 twin mount 135s, so they're dual purpose secondaries, dealing 59 damage per second at a range of 4 kilometers, long range AA. Well, relatively long range. Excuse me again. Maneuverability, 35 knots top speed, fast. Turning circle radius 1,000 meters. That is a big turning circle. Rudder shift time is 17 seconds. Concealment 30. So detectability default C is 15.4 kilometers. Main guns is 17.5, and on fire is 17.6. Detectability by air is 12.5 kilometers. 21.6 after firing main guns, and 15.5 if you're on fire. As always, guaranteed detectability is 2 kilometers, and the smoke firing penalty is 15.5 kilometers. All right. Go to the armor scheme. She's got some armor on her. Let's see. All right, keel 50 millimeters, fore end deck 32, bulkhead is 50. That's the upper bulkhead. Fore end plating is 32. Athwart ship bulkhead, that's the edge bulkhead, is 120 to 200. Inner bulkhead is 120 to 300. Aft end the keel is 50. Bulkhead is 32, 32. 50, 50 to 100, and 50 to 100. So the stern section is actually weaker than the bow section. Torpedo protection, it runs from around the front turret, the number 1 turret, all the way to the number 4 turret in the rear. 32 millimeters of thickness. Protects the vital components. Let's see. Superstructure armor. Conning tower is 200. Topside plating is 19 to 100. Conning tower side, that's that little speck of purple right there. It's 400 millimeters thickness. Side plating is 19 to 200. Regular plating is 19 and 19. Okay. Let's see. Casemate armor. That is a lot of casemate armor. And something about that midsection makes me cringe. Let's take a look. Oh, that's why. So, a ship that is technically all Citadel. Yeah. Oh, dear. This ship is literally nothing but a floating citadel. I mean, granted, the majority of it is right at waterline or just above it, but oh my goodness. Bulkhead athwart ship is 80 to 120. That's the frontal plates there. And the Citadel raises so far above the waterline. Yeah, it might as well be a British design. I mean, the Citadel basically raises to encompass the root of the roots of the smokestack, like where the boilers are trunked up into the funnels. Armored deck slopes is 80 millimeters. Citadel keel is 50. Citadel torpedo bulkhead is 100. Deck is 60. Deck, let's see, that's the inner deck, I believe, or a lower deck, somewhere in there. The upper deck is 38 to 100. Athwart ship is 50 to 100 and 120 to 300. Citadel armor belt ranging from 350 to 457. Yeah, you're going to have to be an expert at angling for this thing if you're going to be doing anything with this ship. But part of me wonders how fast can you delete this thing if it's flat broadside to you. Probably pretty quick. You don't even have to aim waterline. You just have to aim right at the midship of the superstructure, like right in here. That's all you have to aim at. Let's see. Casemate 80 to 120, 80, 50, 38 100, 50, 32 to 170, and 32 to 150. Armaments, top plate 150 to 170, rear plate 250, side plate 300, bottom plate 127, frontal plate is 450, barbette hatch 127, and barbette armor ranging from 250 to 457. Still, though, I cannot get over the size. I cannot get over the size of this Citadel. I mean, good grief. Well, a couple of folks are going to have a field day with this one. But those of you can master it, but if any of y'all can master it, it's probably going to be a hell of a ship. Okay, big guns. Ship is armed with high caliber main battery guns, surgical shots, surgical shells. A short fuse time results in lower chance of overpin. Okay. SAP shells can be equipped with SAP shells that deal consistent damage, ricochet less, but can't start fires. The Lauria, a fast battle cruiser armed with 18-inch. Okay, so these are 18-inch guns. Ooh, these are almost Yamato type guns. The project is based on ideas introduced in 1921 by naval engineer Ferdinando Casson. In addition to its remarkable armament and displacement, both quite advanced for that era, the project stood out for its innovative anti-torpedo defense system and two-tiered power plant. Okay. Year of design was 1921. All right. And of course, you also get the kill camo with the ship. Next is the Raider 2090, which is the Russian cruiser Polzarsky, which you also get a kill camo with it. Let's take a look at the ship. All right, so that's the default. Let's see. Upgrades. Nothing unusual there. You have the propulsion mod with this one. Steering gears, concealment, target acquisition. Let's see. Secondary mod 3. A gun mod 3. Gunfire control 2. Torpedo launch 3. And main battery 3. Okay. Loadout. Armor piercing shells only. So this ship has no HE. She has torpedoes. Let's see. She has a damage control, 2 sonars, 5 smokes, and 2 repair parties. Survivability 53. Let's see. 40,700 hit points. Armor thickness 13 to 175. Artillery 4 triple mount 152 millimeter 57 caliber Mark V BIS cannons. Range of 16 kilometers. Reload of 6.8 seconds. Turn time of 25 seconds. AP damage is 3150. Secondary armament, 6 twin mount 100 millimeter 70 caliber SM5 1Ss. Range of 5 kilometers. Reload of 4 seconds. HE damage only 1400 with a 6% chance to set fire. Torpedoes, uh, two quintuple mount 533 millimeter torpedoes, probably one launcher on each side. These have a reload time of 131 seconds, a turn time of 7.2 seconds, max damage of 14,400, and a detectability of 1.3 kilometers. Let's see. Range is 6 kilometers. Speed is 65 knots. I don't know why I almost said depth. Let's see. AA defense. Solid AA defense. 16 twin mount 37 millimeter V11s doing 147 damage a second and 3.5 kilometers. And of course, your secondaries are dual purpose. They get on the action. 6 twin mount 100 millimeter 70 caliber SM51S doing 117 damage per second at 5 kilometers. So flat guns. Maneuverability 33 knots. Top speed. Turning circle is 760. Rudder shift time is 6.5 seconds. Concealment detectability by default C is 14. Firing main gun and smoke firing penalty is 16 kilometers. Air detectability default is 8.4. This is 11.4 if you fire your main guns or if you are asleep. On fire, excuse me. Guaranteed detectability is 2 kilometers and smoke firing penalty is 7.3. Damn, I need. Oh, let's see. No statistics. Armor. I either need caffeine or sleep. Probably sleep. My apologies. Let's see. I think I'm just going to leave that blooper in there just for the humor. Keel is 40 millimeters. Fore-end deck plating is 25. Okay, it's a skip. Okay, there's a skip of plating there for the hull. So 25. Let's see. Armor belt is, extended armor belt, 25. Bulkhead is 120. That's a big bulkhead. Aft end is 26. 40 millimeters for the keel. 25 aft end deck. Aft end plating 25. Aft ship 100 and 26. Superstructure. Conning tower top is 70 millimeters. Topside plating is 13. Conning tower side is 130. Side plating is 13 to 20 millimeters. That extra 20 millimeters, that's probably like a ladder or a walk or a stairway or something that gets up to the control room. So armored just in case a officer is in there making his way when the ship takes a hit. Superstructure plating default 13 and 13. Okay. Main guns, you got two turrets forward, 2 turrets aft. Topside plating 75 millimeters. Rear turret plate is 100 millimeters. Let's see. Side plating is 175. Bottom plate is 40. Frontal plate is 175. Barbette hatch is 40. And barbette armor is 130. Auxiliary room. Deck is 27 millimeters and 50 millimeters. Bulkhead athwart ship is 26 millimeters. Plating is 25, 26. Citadel. This thing has a slightly above water citadel. Citadel keel. The bottom is 40 millimeters. Deck is 50. Bulkhead is 100 and 120. Citadel armor belt is 100. Citadel plating is 25. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so she is actually a semi-modern ship. Surgical shells. A short fused reload, lower chance of armor penetration. Reloader, above average main battery reload speed. Flare for piercing, equipped with AP shells only. A Project 68 BIS light cruiser that was part of the shipbuilding program originally planned to commence in 1938. Dmitry Pozarsky only joined the Navy in 1954. The design process for this new cruiser took into account the newest technologies as well as World War II experience. Her career was mostly spent on duty in the northern and eastern seas and oceans, and she was eventually sold for scrap in 1990. So entered service 1954. She is the only ship of her class. Yeah, there's the torpedo launchers right there. Kind of sad the Russians didn't preserve her, but, well, who knows? Other than that, let's see. In the store, we got Spectral Vault 3.0, 3.0, 1.0. Okay, so the Christmas thing goes, or basically your vault, your crates can actually upgrade. Like you can start with a 1.0, you'll get a 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, and then a 5.0, which will unlock the highest tier gifts. Let's see. You've also got. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Icy Trio, New Orleans White, Constellation White, and Ulster Jotland White. These are the new white ships for the Christmas camo that were released. Let's see. Angela Luti, the commander guys for the legend guys for the Lauria Italian. Let's see, Winter Holidays, Cyber New Year, and of course we got the French Traveler, the Duplex. She's a Tier 5 French cruiser, premium cruiser. Let's see, be the first to try her out for 4,000 cyber cents. Okay, let's see, take a look at her. So 4 turrets, 2 fore, 2 aft. Regular upgrades. Of course, she's tier 5. Let's see. HE, AP, and torpedoes. Damage control party. Sonar, engine boost, and catapult fighter that can be swapped with a main battery reload booster. Sonar can be swapped out for aggressive AA or defense AA. Survivability 34,900, armor 12 to 60 millimeters with a 10% torpedo damage reduction. Artillery 4 twin mount 203 millimeter cannons with a range of 15.1 kilometers, reload time of 15 seconds, and a turn time of 25.7 seconds. Excuse me, my throat was getting dry. Max HE damage 2,800 with a 50% chance to set fire. AP damage is 4,800. Secondaries 4 twin mount 90 millimeter 50 caliber MLE 1930s. Firing range of 4 kilometers. Very short range secondaries. Reload time of 4 seconds. HE damage 1,300 with a 5% chance to set fire. Torpedoes 2 triple mount 550 millimeter torpedoes. Reload time of 90 seconds. Turn time of 7.2 seconds. Max damage of 14,833. Detectability of these torpedoes is 1.3 kilometers. Range of 9 kilometers. And a speed of 60 knots. AA defense is very below average. Most of these are point blank defenses. 2 single mount 13.2 millimeter 76 caliber 1929 machine guns. For those of you who are unaware, the American 50 caliber, the most common AA gun on American ships, the metric number for it is 12.7. These are 13.2 millimeters, so these are slightly larger than 50 calibers. So these are slightly larger than the 50 caliber. Let's see. Damage is 5 per second and a range of 1.2. Then you got two quad mount 13.2 millimeter 76 caliber CAQ MLE 1929s, dealing 10 damage per second at 1.2 range kilometer. One single mount 37 millimeter 50 caliber CAMLE 1925, doing 2 damage per second at 3 kilometers. So it's a flat gun, single. Four twin mount 37 millimeter 50 caliber MLE 1933 cannons, flat guns dealing 9 damage per second at 3 kilometers, and your secondaries getting on the action, dealing 15 damage per second at a range of 4 kilometers. Maneuverability, top speed is 32 knots, turning circle radius is 700 meters, rudder shift time is 9.5 seconds, concealment, base to concealment is 12.1 kilometers, main gun firing penalty is 15.1 kilometers, fire penalty is 14.1, air detectability is 7.2, gun penalty is 11.3, fire penalty is 10.2, guaranteed detectability is always 2 kilometers, and smoke firing penalty is 6.8 kilometers. Armor, not much to speak of, but let's take a look at her anyway. Did I say that right? That was a large citadel. But let's check this out first. Okay. So the keel is 30 millimeters. Fore end deck plating is 16. Inner bulkhead is 25. Fore end plating is 16. Lower bulkhead is 20. And 25. 20 and 20. Keel is 30. Deck is 16. Aft end plating 16, 25, 20, and 20. All right. Torpedo protection runs from in front of the first turret, number 1 turret, to behind the number 4 turret. 25 millimeters of thickness. Superstructure. Let's see. Conning tower top is 30 millimeters. Topside plating is 13. Side is 30 and 13. Plating is 13 and 13. Okay. Let's see. Casemate. Let's see. 20 millimeters athwart ship. Torpedo bulkhead of 60 millimeters. Another bulkhead of 25, 20. Deck of 15 to 30 millimeters. Athwart ship of 25, 20, 13. 13 to 25 and 25. Main battery, let's see, top plate is 30, rear plate 30, side plate 30. So 30 millimeters all the way around the turrets. Barbette armor is 12. So you can probably destroy the weapons of this easily. Let's see. Vital ship parts. That is a big citadel. Again. Athwart ship is... bulkhead is 20. Torpedo bulkhead is 60. Armor belt is 60. Bottom is 30. Citadel torpedo bulkhead ranging from 20 to 60 millimeters. So there's actually a bit of a weak spot for the torpedo protection right there. You got to hit, so if you're using torpedoes, you got to hit under the conning tower, the main tower, or the smokestacks to get the best out of your torpedoes. But of course, you've also got to defeat the torpedo armor, the torpedo protection to the side there. Let's see. Alrighty. Duplex, tough, above average HP, full ahead, equipped or can be equipped with an engine boost, and barrage, equipped or can be equipped with a main battery reload booster. A Suffren class heavy cruiser. Her armor was reinforced to protect the ship from 6.1 inch 155 millimeter shells at distances up to 18,000 meters. or 18 kilometers. Let's see. After joining the ranks, Duplex was assigned to the first light division of the first cruiser of the first squadron at Toulon. She was later transferred to the first cruiser division. With the outbreak of hostilities, the cruiser participated in patrol and escort missions as well as in raids on Genoa. After the capitulation of France, Duplex made almost no trips out to sea. So she's one of the ships that was actually interred and basically never set sail again until after the war. Entered service 1932. There were 4 ships in the series. All right. Spectral Vault 3s, 1s, Angela Lutti, Alexander R.G., that's the other commander. All about shipcraft. Let's see. Oh, that's the the collection. That's the darn collection. Let's see. Techno Shield, Insignia, Promotion Orders, Global XP, all this for the event currency. New Year, Neon Snowfall, it's a chain bundle. That's basically free, so what the hell, we'll take it. Let's see, that one's not free. Georgia winner, Nelson winner, Aldry winner, Moss winter. All right. Of course, pirates stuff is still in the store for the time being, for 13 more days anyway. Let's see, ships on sale. Let's see, Flint is available for 10,000 doubloons. Elbing and Republic, of course, for 1.4 million global experience. Premium time. Okay, they moved premium back a bit. And the commanders. Okay. Containers, forge, and supply. Okay. So, let's see. And then, lastly, collection, shipbuilding. Complete all the cards about this. The shipbuilding process is going, the shipbuilding process example is being used for a World War II era U.S. heavy cruiser, but the ship you get the prize for is the Hermes White, which is basically the Hermes, but it's premium. Let's see. Upgrades, 2 HE, two slots. You got secondary booster air groups, secondary and air groups again. Let's see. HE bombers. Let's see. Hit points 1900, speed 147, attack unit size 2, squadron per size 4, 10 kilometers range, detectability, 4 bombs in a payload, so each plane drops 4 bombs. Max bomb damage 3,500 within the 25 kilometers or 28 kilometers flight time, but it does not say what the fire setting chance for these bombs are. Torpedo bombers, 2,000 hit points, 146 knots max speed. Squadron size 4, attack unit size 2, so 2 attacks per squadron. Detectability is 10 kilometers. Torpedoes and payload 1, max torpedo damage 5,267 with a range of 26 kilometers. Of course, you got your automatic damage control and 4 automatic cap fighters. Specs, survivability 33,200, armor 10 to 76, aircraft ferry Swordfish and ferry Albacore. Let's see. Okay, fire setting chance for the bombers is here. It's 25%. Okay. Aircraft on deck 12, aircraft per restoration 4, so you get a full squadron back per restoration. 12 aircraft, so a total of 24 aircraft on deck. Artillery, 3 single mount 102 millimeter 45 caliber Mark 5 secondaries, range of 3.5, reload of 4 seconds. AHE damage 1500, 6% chance to set fire, and 6 single mount 140 millimeters with a range of 3.5, 5-second reload, 2000 HE damage, and 8% chance to set fire. AA defense is non-existent. You got the 3 single mount 102 45 calibers doing 8 damage a second at a range of 3.5 kilometers. Maneuverability, max speed 25 knots, turning circle 750, rudder shift 9.6, concealment, sea detectability is 11, fire detectability is 13, air detectability 7.7, fire air is 10.7, and guaranteed is 2 kilometers. Armor. Okay. Fore-end plating is 20. Fore-end deck is 25. Plating again is 16. Extended armor belt is 76. Bulkhead is 13. 20. Aft end deck is 16. Okay, the deck has actually dropped back a little bit here. Keel is 20. 16. 16. 76 extended armor belt. And the athwart ship is 13. Torpedo protection runs almost the length of the ship, 16, and a keel, and also affects the keel of 20. Superstructure, basic tower superstructure, 10 and 10 millimeters of armor thickness all the way around. Casemate armor. Casemate is actually split in half. I think that's because of the Citadel. Yep, I was right. Casemate, athwart ship is 13, keel is 20, but 13, armor belt ranging from 16 to 76, deck is 10 to 13, athwart ship is 13. Okay, that's going back in there. Let's see, auxiliary rooms. The deck is 13 to 25, athwart ship is 13, and the armor plating is 13 to 76. Citadel, small citadel, but you got a little bit of a raised citadel right under the island. The keel is 20 millimeters. Citadel armor belt is 76. Citadel deck is 16, 13. Bulkhead is 16 and 13 there. Carpet bombing and slow aircraft. Hermes White, one of the first aircraft carriers of special construction in the world. The ship featured very good speed for a time, had armor protection similar to that of a cruiser, and carried quite powerful secondary battery. One of her drawbacks, however, was the small size of her aircraft hangar. She entered service in 1924. There was one in the series. And of course, Hermes was sunk in the war. I believe Hermes was actually sunk because of Scharnhorst and Gneisenau. Or was that another cruiser or was that another carrier entirely? I'm going to have to go back on my history. But other than that, that basically marks the end of the update run through. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day, and if I don't see y'all before then, Merry Christmas.